Then, see, the tax is stupendous, time is limited, and we have to do a lot of tax both in the hostel as well as in the classroom and in the school. We are no way out. Society is becoming complex day by day. That's why tax is becoming complex day by day. That's why how to perform our duties and tax successfully, that is our main concern. Yes, the nature of Navodaya Vidyalaya is something different from the nature of government schools, state-run government schools, and other schools. As I have already discussed, students from different socio-cultural backgrounds, multicultural classroom, we are dealing with students in a multicultural classroom, students with different abilities as well as disabilities in the schools. And we must be thorough about different methods of teaching, different skills of teaching, different techniques of teaching, and different models and designs of teaching learning process, techniques of motivation, as I have already discussed with you. To prove yourself as a quality teacher or an effective teacher. Similarly, to become an effective housemaster or house mistress, we must be aware of our roles, duties, responsibilities, and challenges, and how to tackle or solve those challenges. This is the main theme of today's discussion. As Navodaya Vidyalaya is a residential school, students from different cultures take admission in those schools, and they are from far distant places. Their parents may not visit frequently to them. They have left their home and reside in the hostel. They are also not allowed to visit their home frequently, nor their parents come frequently to visit them. But it is expected, what is expected from the students residing in hostel? First, it is expected that all students don't face any adjustment problems. Hostel is a new environment, second home for them. The environment is quite different. Hostel environment is quite different from the home environment. ये जो हॉस्टल का परिवेश घर का परिवेश साथ समान नहीं है, आर्टिफिशियल परिवेश. And they face a lot of problems. Students face a lot of problem with regard to adjust with other friends residing in the hostel. And it is expected that all students should not face any adjustment problem. They should adjust with others properly. Second, it is expected that all students staying in a hostel should learn good manners, soft-spoken, cleanly, considerate. They should respect their elders properly and love to the youngers properly. And they should not quarrel with each other. They should use soft spoken language. Uh, that is expected. Good manner, courteous. They must be courteous, behave in a positive way. That they should not create any disturbances. And thirdly, they must be disciplined. It is expected that all students staying in the hostel must be disciplined, adhere to the rules and regulations of the hostel. It is expected. Every student must be punctual, must adopt positive behavior, show positive behavior in the hostel, and their habits, their behavior must be based upon the rules and regulations of the hostel. They should obey the hostel rules and regulations. It is expected from each and every student. And they must be considerate. They should not use any negative behavior or negative conduct. That is expected. With these expectations from all students staying in the hostel, what should be our role? What is the role of a housemaster or house mistress? 8 types of roles, or the roles can be categorized into 18 numbers. Let me discuss one by one. What is the role? What role that a house master or a house mistress play in the hostel? He or she plays the role of a parent, role of a guardian, a role of a mother as well as father. They are the real guardian of the students. As a guardian, he or she must ensure safety and security of each and every student in the hostel, and comfort. Second one is comfort of each and every student in the hostel. That's why he or she should play the role of a guardian. Safety, security, and comfort of each and every student in the hostel must be ensured or must be guaranteed. Second role she or he plays as a caregiver, house master or house mistress take care of the students staying in the hostel. Care means both physical health, take care of the physical health as well as the psychological health of the students. Physical health, if any student suffers from any disease, immediately as a caregiver, he or she should take care of that student immediately. That's why you might say, take care of the treatment of the student, arrange treatment immediately, arrange treatment of the students immediately, medical treatment of the students immediately. Caregiver, his or her role is as a caregiver, care of the students. Psychological, students should not feel isolated, should not feel anxiety, tension, stress, psychological problem. Psychologically, they should remain sound, free from tension, free from fear, free from anxiety, isolation, psychological isolation, such should not feel. That is why house master or house mistress should play the role of a caregiver. Then next role that a house master or a house mistress play, that is the role of a mentor. Means he or she should take care of the academic career of the students, academic progress of the students, monitor the progress, achievement of the students, and shape the educational career of the students. Then next step is he should play the role of a motivator. In the hostel, the house master or house mistress should play the role of a motivator. As in the earlier discussion, I have already discussed how will to achieve is very important for the future success, and how achievement motivation is very important. Will to achieve or achievement motivation is very important. I have already discussed with you. So potentiality is necessary and environment is necessary. These are necessary conditions, but not sufficient condition which can guarantee success of the students in future life. Next sufficient factor, the important, that's why the most important factor is motivation. You have to motivate the students for the progress of the students, both academically as well as non-academically. Non-academic as well as academic progress must be uh, provided with motivation for the enhancement, or you have to enhance the progress of the students using motivational factors. Then you must act as a counselor, counsel the students when the student face any problem with regard personal problem. It may be the problem may be personal problem, it may be academic or educational problem. So as a counselor, you have to counsel the students to overcome those problems. So it is very important, counseling role is very important to ensure psychological health of the students in the hostel. Counsel to overcome the problem, counsel the students to overcome the problems. Then next one is as a space setter, you have to set the space of the hostel, whether two students will remain in one room or three students will remain in one room, where the position of the cots, the problem matrices, the position of the tables, the position of the chair, position of fan, decks, all those things, space setter, where manage the space. So that is very important role you have to play. The most important role that you play, that is the role of a manager. You have to manage the hostel activities successfully. Play the role of a manager. There are four types generally are there given in your book provided to you, developed by IGNO. Four types of management styles given. It is just like the management style adopted by the parents in our home. One management style, first management style is you just think at which situation, which management style will be followed by a housemaster or a house mistress. You decide the situation and adaptation of a management style. They are given four management styles. One is permissiveness, the management style based upon the principle of permissiveness. What does it mean? It means full freedom. Permit students, allow students to do action freely. They rarely enforce rules and regulations. They rarely punish the students. Freedom, full freedom is given, permission is given, permissive leadership style. As I have already discussed with you, A.S. Neil, the headmaster, used this style, full freedom for the students studying in Summerhill School when he was experimenting Rousseau's idea, freedom, everything. That is permissive style of leadership or permissive style of permissive parental style, you may say, to manage the hostel. They neglectful. Some are very neglectful. They do not involve in day-to-day affairs of the hostel, activities of the hostel, indifferent, remain indifferent, neglect. They neglect students. They do not listen to the students, nor they punish the students. They remain indifferent. They do not come regularly to the hostel. They are not punctual. Whatever is going on in the hostel, it is fine. That is something neglectfulness. As you see, some parents adopt this style, neglect students. Over rejection or reject. Over rejection and over protection creates psychological problem on the part of the students. The parents who neglect their children and the parents who overprotect their children, the students or children become maladjusted. Over rejection and over permissiveness are dangerous for the adjustment of the students. That's why some headmasters, housemasters, or house mistress, they use this style, parental style of management, and some use authoritative style of management, authoritative style of management, and authoritarian style. Authoritarian style is something different. Authoritative and authority, authoritarian, and authoritative. Authoritative means democratic style of management, cooperation, then invite the views of students to prepare the food menu in the hostel, how to organize different curricular and co-curricular activities. They involve students, they seek the students' opinions, how to maintain cleanliness in the hostel, they seek the students' views, means cooperative ways. Cooperatives, they sit together and prepare plan, some house master and some house mistress. Democratic in their attitude, cooperative. The next one is authoritarian. Authoritarian means Hitler type. They don't listen. They only want to enforce rules and regulations. If rules and regulations are not strictly followed by students in the hostel, students should be punished. They give punishment to the students. That is Hitler type, authoritarian style of management. Mean and believe on one-way communication. What I am speaking, you must obey. Your views, students' views, will not be accepted. That type of leadership style or parental style, some house masters and house mistress follow. But best one is democratic style of management. As a manager, you have to manage the materials, ensure as a manager, you must ensure all facilities available in the hostel. And you must maintain the equipments, infrastructural facilities provided in the hostel promptly. Fan is not moving. If students complain, sir or madam, the fan is not moving. Immediately take care of repairing that fan. Immediately. Then washroom is not clean. Then immediately take steps of cleaning washroom. Water is not coming in the tap. Immediately. Aquaguard is not functioning. TV is not functioning. There is no books in the library. There is no textbooks available. There is no notebooks available. Immediately and promptly, as a house master or house mistress, you have to take care of it. That is what democratic way of management style, and that is what the role of a manager is. Manager take care of 3M. 3M means first M stands for money, management of money. Second M, management of men. Here men means students, how to manage students. How to manage materials, management of materials. MQ, we say management means management of MQ. Money, expenditure, manage perfectly, sincerely. And management of people, hostel staff members, students, how to manage them properly and effectively. You have to manage. That is your duty. That is your task. And how to manage materials, infrastructural facilities, how to manage properly. That's why you have to play eightfold roles as a house master and house mistress in the hostel. Then, what is your responsibility? What is the responsibility of a house master or house mistress? We have to discuss. You take the responsibility of a guardian, local guardian. You are the local guardian of the students because their guardians, they are far away from their guardians, and their students are far away from their parents. As a house master or a house mistress, you act as a local guardian, and that is your responsibility. Health treatment, as I have already discussed, as a local guardian, you must take care of the both psychological and physical health of the students, and inform parents from time to time about the strength and weaknesses of the students. Then periodically interact with the parents. And as I have already discussed with you, you are a local parents and take care of health of the students. That's your responsibility. You are responsible for safety, security, everything of the students in the hostel. And as a responsible, you are responsible to deliver the good behavior and attitude to the students. You should not angry upon the students. You should behave positively to the students. You must be courteous, to ensure good manner of the students. You also use, to ensure good manner, good behavior of the students. We must behave in a good way. We should be, we should listen to the students' problems sympathetically, with patience, and we must use soft language towards the students. We must be soft. We must avoid punishment. Punishment must be avoided. We must ensure positive behavior on the part of the students in the hostel. And most important thing is, as a as a house master or as a house mistress, we should be honest, impartial, and punctual. That is very, very important. We must be polite and affectionate towards the students. That is very, very important. So that is our responsibility. Must be affectionate to the students, love to the students. Staying in the hostel. Sorry for the interruption. Sorry for the interruption. And what is our administrative responsibilities? We must work under the guidance of the principal, because the principal is our authority, and we are working under the administrative control of the principal. That's why, first of all, we must, as an administrator, we must, that is our responsibility, we must work under the guidance of the principal. And we must follow the rules and regulations and instruction of the Navodaya Vidyalaya from time to time, Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti from time to time, and administer the rules and regulations in the hostel and see whether those rules and regulations are followed by all or not. That's our responsibility. And supervise and monitor the activities going on in the hostel. Direct supervision, direct visit to the mess, and test the quality of the food prepared in the mess. That is supervision. We have to play the role of a supervisor, because that is our administrative responsibility. They ensure all basic facilities available in the hostel. That is our administrative responsibility. They not only ensure the basic facilities available in the hostel, but maintain all basic material facilities in time, maintenance of all facilities provided in the hostel. And we have to maintain the record of the hostel, and not only maintain the record of the hostel, but also maintain the individual file of each and every student. Individual file. You have to maintain the individual file of the each and every students, where strength, weaknesses, progress, defects of the students should be recorded continuously. These are the activities which come under the administrative responsibility of a housemaster or a house mistress working in the hostel. Then next responsibility is maintain the positive behavior in the hostel. I have already discussed, we have to implement positive behavioral system and positive environment in every places in the school, or in other words, school-wide positive environment and implementation of a positive behavior system everywhere, in the classroom, outside the classroom, in the hostel, everywhere, in the library, laboratory. I have already discussed. That is why our responsibility is to maintain house in a house with positive behavior, which demands sociability of each and every student, good manner. It must ensure good manner on the part of each and every student, cleanness and personal hygienic development, organizational ability, development of leadership quality of students, and respectfulness. We must ensure respectfulness on the part of each and every student. This come under the maintenance of or maintaining positive behavior in the hostel. Then we must ensure discipline, already discussed, and maintain record, already discussed. That is our administrative responsibilities. Then what is our duties? We have to discuss. Duties of a housemaster or a house mistress. First duty is to look after the academic progress of each and every student staying in a hostel or staying in a house, whatever you may say, house. In your house, you must look after the academic progress of each and every student. Specifically, academic progress of weaker students, weak, the students who are weak. Special attention should be given to look after the academic progress. On the basis of academic progress and success or failure of the students, on the basis of the not only academic progress means academic progress as well as academic weaknesses of the students. Failure, progress and both progress and failure of the students. And as a good housemaster or house mistress, you should arrange remedial classes to the for the weak students if needed. Remedial classes. After assessing their progress or failure, then you may arrange that is remedial classes in the hostel, in your house. And you must ensure that all students are attending classes and library regularly. That is your duty. You must ensure all students are attending classes and libraries regularly. And you must ensure all academic related materials like textbooks, then notebooks, all other materials are available in the easy distance of the students. That you must ensure. Student will not face problem to procure those materials. Otherwise, they feel they remain in tension. They cannot study properly. That's why you must ensure. Then guide students for, as I have already, besides that, you can guide students for their academic progress. Then you must organize, it is very important, co-curricular activities in your hostel, debate competitions, literary competitions, sports, then all other competitions, non-academic or co-curricular activities in the form of different programs and activities you can organize. Not only organize those co-curricular activities, you must ensure that all students are participating in those activities or programs actively. That is your lookout. Mere organization is not important. Participation of students in different programs must be ensured by you. Then select, train, and guide students to participate in inter-house competitions. That is your duty. You have to select students who will participate in inter-house competitions, then guide them and train them. That is your duty. The next one is sometimes you are facing difficulties. Some of the difficulties as you are facing, some of the difficulties you must be facing. Let us discuss. Difficulty is the adjustment problem of the students that pose problem on your part, adjustment problem on the part of the students. Parents are not found cooperative. Parents complain. You find complaint sometimes from the parents. They must blame you in spite of your answer, response. They sometimes blame you. They are not cooperative, and that is the difficulties all house masters and house mistress are facing. Sometimes students become unruly. They create quarreling, fighting among themselves. Students fighting in the hostel, quarreling, using abusive language in the hostel, then bullying, ragging, misbehaving. These are the activities are common to each and every hostel house, and it is expected that you must be facing this type of problem, students' problem. And sometimes there takes place security and safety lapses, security and safety lapses, which create problem for you. It is obvious, it is general, it is common problems. You may ensure safety and security. That is your duty. You might have ensured, but there is outside threats from challenges from outside miscreants, security problems that may be created by outside miscreants, security lapse problems, outside miscreants, they may create problems. It is obvious. That is the most important, very important difficulty that you you must be facing in your uh, life as a house master or a house mistress. Then more another difficulty is that is uh, difference between house staff and students. Difference between house staff or staff members of the house and principal. Difference. Strike. Student may strike. Sometimes house staff may strike. Student may strike against mess manager. Then uh, members of the house staff may strike against principal. That type of problem uh, create difficulties on your part to uh, play the role successfully. Anyway, taking to care of all these problems, we must discuss who is an effective house master. Who is an effective? First, who can solve or who the threats or the problems occur must be solved carefully. The housemaster or a housemistress who solve problems tactfully or carefully, successfully, he or she can be an effective housemaster or housemistress. The next one is who plays the eightfold role, as I have already discussed, as a counselor, as a guardian, as a caretaker, as a manager, as a space setter, as a monitor, as a motivator, who plays those roles successfully, he or she can be an effective housemaster or housemistress. And those who perform their duties successfully, he or she, the duties as I have already discussed with you, he or she can be a successful housemaster or housemistress. There is no second thought. That's why what I have already discussed about duties, responsibilities, and tackling up how to tackle the problems, successful tackling of problems, playing your different types of roles, as I have already discussed, then you can be a successful or effective house master or house mistress. Another thing is maintain transparency. You have to maintain transparency. Means there is no, you should not hide anything yourself, or it must be open. Whatever you are going to do, whatever you are doing, which type of programs that you are going to conduct, who will take responsibilities. It is open. What will be the hostel menu? It should be open to all. All must sit together. Student, you, and hostel manager or mess manager should sit together and prepare menu, and it must be open to each and everybody. And transparency should be there. Respect individual difference. You must respect first. Must respect the students coming from different cultures, coming with disabilities, coming with different abilities. You must respect each and every individual in your house, every student in your house. Maintain partiality. Must be impartial. Treat students with good manner. Then only you can be a successful housemaster or housemistress. Besides that, the most important thing is to keep good relationship with parents. You must keep good relationship with parents. Now, how to build good relationship with parents, we have to discuss. Very important. It is very important how to build parent-teacher relationship. Good parent-teacher relationship. As you know, our motto is to ensure quality education, and our motto is to be a quality teacher, quality housemaster, or quality house mistress. That is our motto. We must ensure quality education. And quality I have already discussed, that is customers satisfaction. Quality means customer satisfaction. Not only students will be satisfied with you, of the activities going on in the school or in the classroom or with the activities of the teachers. Parents must be satisfied with the activities, progress of the students, activities of the school, progress of the students, activities of the teachers. Parents must be satisfied. Stakeholders, all stakeholders should be satisfied. Then only we can say that quality education is provided in the school, or you can claim yourself that you are a quality teacher. That is what customers satisfaction is concerned. Customer satisfaction means customers' needs and expectations must be fulfilled. Parents, the expectation of the parents and needs of the parent must be fulfilled. Then only we can ensure quality education. That's why we must build parent-teacher relationship effectively. As you know, parents expect many things from the schools, from the teachers, from the from their children, from the education of their children. Their expectation is very high. There are many ambitious parents, like ambitious, like like us also. We are ambitious parents, ambitious father, ambitious mother. Some of us ambitious, and without knowing the abilities of the students, ability of our children, or without knowing the weaknesses of the children, abilities, strength of the children, parents become very, very ambitious about the achievement of their future achievement of their students, which create the problem, which is very dangerous. Maladjustment problem, many maladjustment problem on the part of the students take place due to ambitious parents, remember. Students' maladjustment is highly related to the ambitiousness of parents, high ambitiousness of parents. Many parents, I know, they are very much ambitious about the future of their children. They want their children, their child should be a doctor, engineer, but lack that potentialities. Many parents desire their child to be a doctor, engineer, an IS officer, scientist. High ambitious parents are there. Highly, the most of the parents are ambitious. My child is studying in Navodaya Vidyalaya. He or she will be a doctor. He or she will be an engineer. His future will be bright. This type of expectations we find mostly uh, with the parents upon Navodaya Vidyalaya. That's why we must have to solve these problems. That's why we must build good parent-teacher relationship to ensure quality education. Parent-teacher education, as I have already told, that is required for quality education, because parent must be satisfied. Unless and until there should not be any parent-teacher relationship, then how can you satisfy parents? Parent must be satisfied. Then only we can ensure quality education. And parent can be satisfied when there will be built a strong relationship between teacher and parents. That's why parent teacher relationship is required to ensure quality education. Second, for academic as well as non-academic progress of the students, scholastic and non-scholastic achievement of the students, parents teacher relationship is very, very essential. It's necessary. School family partnership is nowadays given importance. School, family, partnership for all-round development of the children. And to solve many problems in the school, in the hostel, parent-teacher relationship is essential. Creating positive school environment as well as positive behavior on the part of the students, parent-teacher relationship is very essential. Already discussed in my previous class that positive behavior system should be implemented in the school. Now, to implement the positive behavior system successfully in the school, parent-teacher relationship is essential. That's why it is needed. Then, very important thing is, sometimes we do not know what is our mistake. As a teacher, as a housemaster or a house mistress, there must be some mistakes with us. We do not know. We are not aware. We think that whatever I am doing, it is free from any mistake. It is good. It is right. My behavior is or my conduct is right, correct, free from any mistake. Remember, we do not realize our mistakes. But it is only through parent-teacher communication, parent-teacher relationship, we could know our mistakes, and accordingly we can rectify our mistakes, rectify ourselves. That's why parent-teacher relationship gives feedback to teachers for improvement. Feedback is always invited. Feedback is good for improvement. Remember, feedback is necessary. Feedback is must. And who will give you feedback? Who will point out your mistake? Parents can point out your mistakes. They may say that I am not satisfied with the behavior of X and Y teacher. There, those two teachers are misbehaving my students in the classroom. So you can get feedback. Parents are complaining against your behavior. You can try to modify it. You can improve your behavior. That's why it acts as a feedback. It is very essential. That is why the importance of parent-teacher relationship and how to build parent-teacher relationship. Parent-teacher relationship must be based upon the principle of communication, must be based upon the principle of consistency, and must be based upon the principle of collaboration. With these three significant elements, parent-teacher relationship can be built. Let me discuss about the first principle, that is principle of communication. Communication can be made parent-teacher relationship, or to maintain parent-teacher relationship, communication is very essential. It is not a one-way communication, rather it is a two-way communication. You have to communicate something to the parents. Parents should communicate something to the teachers. That's why it is a two-way process, which can be conducted either by virtual way If the parents are staying at a distant, very distant place, they cannot come to the school through virtual mode, through online mode. You can communicate parents or either face-to-face mode. That's why we can use, we can take help of either face-to-face mode or virtual mode to build parent-teacher relationship. Then as a teacher, what you have to communicate to the parents, and what you have to communicate to the parents. You must communicate to the parents. You must communicate to the parents first the strength and weaknesses of the school. What are the strengths of the school? What are the weaknesses of the school? Sometimes you only communicate the strength of your school to the parents. No, you also communicate the strength as well as weaknesses of your school. This is the strength of my school and weaknesses of our school. And strength of the students as well as weaknesses of the students. Parent must be communicated about the student's strength and weaknesses. Then only they will not be very much ambitious. They should be realistic with their expectation and needs. Real need, real expectation they can build. Whenever they know the strength of the students, weaknesses of the students, they can build. They will not be over ambitious. They will build real needs and expectations. That's why strength and weaknesses of the student must be communicated to the parents. What are the positive aspect of the students? What are the negative aspect of the students? What are the abilities, good behavior of the students? What are the negative behavior of the students? Bad aspect of the students? What are the strength of the students? What are the good abilities of the students? Then academic progress, time to time academic progress of the students. So that should be communicated to the parents by the teacher. What is the school plan for organization of different scholastic and non-scholastic activities? Plan for arranging different programs for development of scholastic as well as non-scholastic abilities of the students. All parents should be made known. All parents should know it, the school plan. Different plans, programs, you have to communicate. And what are the plans for developing positive behavior of the students? This should be made known. What are the negative behavior of the students? List, as I have already discussed, list out the positive behavior and what to list out the negative behavior of the students and let them know about the positive behavioral system, code of conduct also. What are the code of conduct, rules and regulations of the schools? All parents should be made known. Calendar, school calendar. What is the school calendar of the school calendar? It must be communicated to. List of holidays, calendar, activities. It should be communicated to the parents. Then, what is expected from the parents' communication? What parents will communicate? Parents will also communicate about the strength and weaknesses of the students. What are the strength of the students? What are the weaknesses of the student? You can ask. They can also communicate about their status, their position, their service, their position, their vocation. They should also communicate about their status, whether they are poor, whether they are rich, whether the parents are business persons or serving, if serving in which type of service, okay, or a daily laborer or agriculturist. So parent must communicate about their status to the teachers through communication, and they must communicate about their expectations, about their need from the students. What is their expectation? Besides that, to what extent they can contribute to the school, what they can contribute to the school, they can also communicate to the teachers. Then second principle, that is consistency, means continuity should be maintained. Continuity of the communication must be maintained for the sake of parent-teacher relationship. Once in a year, if you organize, then it has no meaning. Continuity, frequently, this type of activities, communication activities should continue. And you have to also prepare, plan. That means how in a regular interval, plan or schedule you have to prepare so that in a regular interval, that communication must be met or must go on, communication. And you have to record also, record. During communication, you have to record what is their expectation, what you did, what is their reactions. You have to maintain the record. And meeting before, at least meeting before the vacation, and before the vacation is must. Before the vacation, there must be a parent-teacher meeting. It is must. In that meeting, in that before vacation, you must make them aware of the duration of the vacation and assignment given to the students during vacation, and how they can help their students or their children for the academic progress during vacation, and about their plan of the vacation also they can communicate to you. How they must motivate their children during vacation, monitor, supervise the academic progress or academic activities of the students during vacation, and their significant role during vacation. That's why teacher must communicate about this before the meeting held or to be held before vacation, or meeting, that means parent-teacher meeting held before vacation. It is a must. Then collaboration. The last principle is collaboration. Principle of collaboration. Collaboration means while preparing different programs, activities, plan, while preparing plan for organizing different curricular, co-curricular activities, you can take the help of parents, their suggestions. That's why collaboration is necessary for Development of preparing, as I have already we have already discussed, for preparation of a positive behavior matrix systems, code of conduct of the schools, rules and regulations of the schools. You can take the suggestion of the parents. It will be very much help. Developing pedagogical plan. You can uh, you can take the views of the parents, suggestions of the parents. How to solve problem? You can. That's why building up good parent-teacher relationship, we have to follow communication, consistency, and collaboration. Then only we can ensure that is uh, quality education in our school. Many a problem, school problem, can be solved by that communication. Then effective ways of building strong relationship. What are the effective ways? First, we have to understand each other. Understanding each other. You must understand parents, and parents must understand you. You must understand their expectations, their suggestions, views, needs, their positions. Understand. Then parent must understand what you are going to do, how you are helping the students, what activities you are organizing for the academic progress of the students, how you are monitoring academic progress of the students, so that it will help to understand each other, which will be helpful for the all-round development of the students. Then understand their children. This is the way. Understand their children means parents should know, as I have already discussed, parents should know their habits of the children, the behavior of the children, the abilities of the children, the strength of the children, weaknesses of the children. Then you have to also know the weaknesses, strength of the student. That's why understanding their children is very important. Means both sides, both parents do not know the negative behavior of the students. Parents do not know the abilities of the students in the real sense. What are the weaknesses of the students in real sense? They may not know. That's why it is very important. Both should know. Both parents and teachers should know. It is helpful to know the student individually. It is very important. You must know your student individually, and also parents should know about the strength and weaknesses of their children, so that all-round development of the children can be ensured. Updating information, that parent-teacher relationship helps to provide updating information. Parents can know about the behavior of their children, or information regarding the behavior, academic progress of their children from time to time. Then appreciate students in multiple ways. That you must appreciate. You should not depreciate. In other words, in that meeting, during that meeting, you must respect students, must appreciate and invite their constructive suggestions. How these are the steps we are taking for the improvement of the academic progress of the students. What extra suggestions you can give, which you can follow, then you can invite. They can give you some extra information. Suppose my child is studying, I am an educationist. My child is studying in your Navodaya Vidyalaya. I am an academician. In parent-teacher meeting, if you want my suggestion, I can give you some constructive suggestions. How to monitor students' progress, how to supervise. So far as my knowledge is concerned, because I am an expert, I can give you some valuable suggestions which will help you uh, for the academic progress of the students. That's why you don't think that parents, there are many parents who can give you constructive suggestions. If you follow, it will be helpful not only for the all-round development of the students, but also all-round development of the school. Remember. Then, what are the challenges that affect good relationship? There are some challenges which affect good uh, parent-teacher relationship. What happens? You sometimes fail to understand the socio-economic and educational status of the parents. That's why it creates problem to maintain good parent-teacher relationship. Just if you ask, what is your name? What is your address? That asking your address or name will not solve the problem. Remember, what is important? You must know their status as a teacher. You must know the status of the parents, socio-economic and educational status of the parents. Sometimes fail to understand parents' socio-economic and educational status hampers good parent-teacher relationship. Second, fail to communicate pedagogical plan and design to parents. Pedagogical plan, as I have already told you, what is the pedagogical plan for conducting different curricular and co-curricular activities. If you fail to communicate, then that relationship will hamper. That is a challenge. That's why you must take care of communicating academic calendar, plan and program with regard to academic activities and non-academic activities. That's why it is very important. And next one is delay in communication. Sometimes you delay in communicating all those things as quickly as possible to the parents. Something health problem of the student. If you don't communicate immediately, delay in communicating the health problems of the students, then it will be hazardous in future. That's why don't delay to communicate the problems, success, then failure on the part of the students. That's why we must communicate immediately to the parents. Otherwise, you will not face any challenge. Then how to overcome? First one is to overcome the challenges. We must keep rapport. Rapport is very rapport. Relationship. Rapport means good relationship. We must maintain good relationship with parents. Then listen to parents with patience. Patient with patience. Oh, yes, let them speak. Let them speak against you. You listen to it. Don't argue with parents. Say, yes, yes, okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. Don't worry. Don't argue with the parents. Listen to the parents, their expectations, their needs, and politely communicate your views also. This is this, this is this, this is that. Don't be aggressive. Don't angry upon the parents. Politeness must be ensured in your behavior while communicating your views, while listening to the views of the parents with patience. Then trust parents, respect parents. While communicating with parents, respect parents, trust parents, and appreciate also them. You have to appreciate them. Yes, whatever suggestions you give, I appreciate. It is very good. Appreciate. That's why by this way we can ensure ourselves. We can ensure ourselves as a quality teacher, quality housemaster, quality house mistress, and we by the same time we can also ensure quality education in our school. With these words, let me open this topic for discussion. If you have any problem, then you can ask, interact, clarify your doubts. If any, if you have any doubts, then you can ask. I will try my level best to clarify your doubts. It is open for discussion. Ask me your doubts. The topic is open for discussion. Please ask your doubts. You can give your suggestion also. You can also put forth the problem that you are facing as a housemaster or a house mistress in your house. And we can discuss how to solve this problem and what are the problems that you are facing while communicating with the parents. We can discuss and try to solve it. No problem. Any problem?
No problem, sir.
No problem, sir.
Hello? Hello?
No problem, sir. Yes.
No problem.
No problems. No problem.
Should we stop? Should we stop?
Yes.
Quit? Should I quit? Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir. We
Thank
can.
you. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
तगड़ा କ୍ୟାପ୍ ଖାଇ କ୍ୟାପ୍ ଦୁନିଆ କ୍ୟାପ୍ ପଡିଛି ଇଆଡେ ସାଡେ ଖେଳିଛି କପଡା ହେଇଛି କହିଲେ ଏଇଟା ହଉଛି ଡେଟ୍ ଅଫ୍ ସାର୍ଟିଫିକେଟ୍ ଇସ୍ୟୁ ଲେଖିଛି ଡେଟ୍ ଅଫ୍ ଇନିସିଆଲ ଦସ୍ତଖତ କର ସାର୍ଟିଫିକେଟ୍ ଅଛି ଭୁଲ ଦେଇଛ କି କରେକ୍ସନ କରିଛ କଣ କରିଛ କିଏ ଅଧିକା ନମ୍ବର ଲେଖି ଦେଇଥିବ ବୁଝିପାରୁନି ମିଛରେ ଅଧିକା ନମ୍ବର ଲେଖି ଦେଇଥିବ ଡକ୍ୟୁମେଣ୍ଟ ଭେରିଫିକେସନ ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ ଅଧିକା ନମ୍ବର କଣ ଲେଖିଛୁ ଦେଖେ ଏତିକି ନମ୍ବର ବୁଝିପାରୁନୁ କି ଲେଖି ଦେଇଥିବ ତ ସିଡ୍ୟୁଲ କାଷ୍ଟ ନେଇ କାଟ ତାପରେ ସେ ନମ୍ବର ଯଦି ନ ଆସିବ କଟିବ ଜେନେରାଲ ପକେଇବେ ଜେନେରାଲ ସେଇଟା ଆଉ କଣ ହଁ ଆଉ କଣ ଆଣିବି ଆଉ କଣ ଆଣିବି କି ଆଉ କଣ ଆଣିବି କି ଭାରତର ଆଉ କାର୍ଡ ଥିଲେ ଆଣିବେନି ସୋୟାବିନ ନା
ଆଉ କଣ
ଗୋଟେ ସିଗାରେଟ ଦିଅ। ଆଚ୍ଛା, ସୋୟାବିନ ର ଭାରତର ବଡି ଅଛି 10 ଟଙ୍କିଆ। ଆଉ କଣ ଅଛି?
ସେଇ ଭାରତ
ଆଚ୍ଛା ଆଚ୍ଛା, ସରିଯାଇଛି 10 ଟଙ୍କିଆ। ଗୋଟେ କ୍ଷୀର ଦିଅ। Yes. ପ୍ରାୟତଃ ଏମିତି ଲାଗିଛି, ତାକୁ ଯଦି ସପୋର୍ଟ କରନ୍ତା ସମସ୍ତେ, ତାର ବିରୋଧୀ ପନ୍ଥୀ ଅଛନ୍ତି ସେଇ ଦଳରେ, ଭଲ ତାର କହୁଛି ତାକୁ ସପୋର୍ଟ, ସବୁ ତାର ଗୋଡ ଟାଣୁଛନ୍ତି।
ଏ ଯୋଉ କାଉନସିଲର ଥିଲା, ଏ ଯୋଉ ଇଏ ଥିଲା ସଚିବ ମହାନଗର ନିଗମର, କୋଉ କାଢୁଆ ଇଏ ଆସି କରିଛନ୍ତି।
ହଁ, ଭେଣ୍ଡି ଜୋନ୍ ତ ଆଉ କେହି କରିନାହାନ୍ତି। ଗୋଟେ ଅଧିକା ଯେତିକି ଯାହା ହେଇଥିଲା,
ଶିକ୍ଷା କ୍ଷେତ୍ରଟାକୁ ସେ ସାଇଜ କରିଦେଇଥାନ୍ତି। ମାଷ୍ଟର ମାନେ ବି ସେମାନେ କେମିତି ଟାଇମ ହେଲେ ଯାଇ ପହଞ୍ଚିବେ ସ୍କୁଲରେ,
ସେ ସବୁ
କାହିଁ ତୁ ନବୀନ ପଟ୍ଟନାୟକ ଏତେ ବଡ କାରବାର ଥିଲୁ, ଏତେ ଶିକ୍ଷିତ, ସମସ୍ତେ ଦକ୍ଷ ଲୋକଙ୍କୁ ଗୋଟଉଥିଲୁ, ତାକୁ ସ୍ୱାସ୍ଥ୍ୟ ବିଭାଗ ଦେଲୁନୁ।
କାହାକୁ? ନାଇଁ, ସ୍ୱାସ୍ଥ୍ୟ ନ ଦେ ପଛକେ, ସେଥିରେ କିଛି ନାହିଁ ଯେ,
ସ୍ୱାସ୍ଥ୍ୟ ଯଦି ସେ ଇଏ ହେଲା, ଶିକ୍ଷା ବିଭାଗରୁ ସ୍ୱାସ୍ଥ୍ୟ ବିଭାଗକୁ ଦେଲୁନୁ। ଦେଖିଆ ତୁ କେତେ ଚଢୁଛୁ ଯେ ସ୍ୱାସ୍ଥ୍ୟ ବିଭାଗ ସଜାଡେ।
ମେନ୍ ହେଲା ତାର ସେ ଯୋଉ ହୋମ ଟା ରଖିଛି, ହୋମ ଆଉ ଜଳସେଚନ, ଜଳ ସମ୍ପଦ ବିଭାଗ ଟା ନବୀନ ହାତରେ। ୟା ତ ଜଳ ସମ୍ପଦର କଣ ସେ କିଛି ତ आखि दर्शिया काम किसी हो पारिनी जल जतिकी
एथरक इलेक्शन रे जो नेता माने आसीबे आज्ञा
हाँ।
निश्चित आसीबे कहया डोर टू डोर कैंपेनिंग हबो ताको गोटे प्रश्न रहइबो भाई आम माने तुमको हाथ जोड़ुतु पांड्या को सांगे आन को द्वार को जानी गरम पानी मारते
जल संपद कौनटा केतेटा ब्यारेज करिच
आटलिस्ट गोटे पानी पंचायत जो कृषि की जल सेटा तुम कर पारछ कि आउ सब छाड़ पानी पंचायत टाको गोटे सुदृढ़ कर पारछ कि गोटे केनाल चक काटिल नाली चक नाली 12 कोटी नाली सेठी देखला गोटे हिरे 4 कोटी जे
केनाल जतिकी हेतला सेतिकी आउ तार केते किलोमीटर प्रोग्रेस आउ नाही न कि
15 कोटी कि 10 कोटी अछि केनाल लोक मान भी छोड़ी के होसंते
केनाल रो सफाई हेई पारुनी माटी जमी जाउची
सफे होची ना
हैं
सफे होची
सफाई होची
कागज पत्र सफे के पैसा
पैसा
आपको पचारिबो जाय कि तमे याका धाड़ा भाई आज्ञा मु तो कहू 20 टा लोक मो संगे आसु तीनटा डिपार्टमेंट पूर्व जाय प्रश्न पचारे
कोटे हेची दियो
नहीं कौन हेची दियो न
आउ
तो झाड़ा आज्ञा तकर हबो
अग्नि पकेबे
एजु आसीओ तो एजुन नाहती जाइसिन घर गुनार मागे तू के जा छेड़ मागे एजुन डाक तू के उत्तर दाउ रे आमे एजुन पचर तू के टक्का जाले बा
20 पन्ना गोटे कहला बाडा ऑफिसर मान को बाडा माड
तू तो ओडिसा कलिंग संघ को कहले बिजु को नहीं ये जो आसी गोटे भांड
बाडा आशा जो माने काम करनाते मु तो सैंक्शन करूची ये करूची पैसा देउची जे काम होते पिटा
गोटे जनस्वास्थ्य ऑफिस पीएच आ गोटेला व्हाट ये तीनटी ऑफिस की प्रतिदिन 20 टा लोक सहित जने लीडर संगे एका आटे ग्रांस पसिबे सब बिना एक जनर कथार्ता नहीं
सकर परडा चेयरमैन थिला बालीपुटर नॉन कंटेस्टेड करे के सब आनितला वार्ड मेंबर ठारू सरपंच पर्यंत नोमिनी पर्यंत अनकंटेस्टेड से पुणी थिला चेयरमैन हो गला तार जो सरपंच टी जहाँ आपण कहले सब केनाल सफेई फफेई सब कागज पत्र कर खाइले सब माड खाइले जे आउ आउ आसी पारलेनी सरपंच होकर सब आसी पारला
गोटे गो ब्लॉक रे केते जन की जेल रे अछंती जो संकेतीरा जो आईमा सेपटे
अच्छा
ये की केते जन जेल रे अछंती
अच्छा
आज गो ब्लॉक रे
ते बाडिया बाडी करी
ना ये जो दुर्नीति पुराना काम को जालियाती करथले
जाले अछि
से लोक
रिपेयरिंग काम किछि नाही पैसा हेरफेर इंदिरा आवास भी सकरपुरा खाई गला
हां
हां आ काई कि से आ ता एरिया रे ताके वोट दउ ना
सुभाष चंद्र काहे जीतु पंद्रह सुभाष चंद्र ताको हरिला कुकुर बोले संपर्क कर जो दम ये थिला जब रही था ताल दबदबा ताल से ओटे बहुत से भी अनकंटेस्ट विधायक है
से पूरा खाइला से लूट कला
से तो खाइला जे साके पळे थियाला
लूट कला जिमित का लूट आरंभ कला कंप्लेन सब लोक माने कले लोक माने तार एरिया लोक जाई के कंप्लेन कले ता विरुद्ध रे महेश्वर महांती समान को टेकअप कला महेश्वर महांती तापर ताकु सितर महेश्वर महांती कला सब फाइल गुडा मो द्वारा मत पठा मु देखिबी तू कौन महांती तार सब पावर टाकू नहीं गला चेयरमैन पावर टाकू महांती तार नहीं गला तार भीतर गडोल सेति पे लागिला से त खाली नहीं बीजेपी रे इतर बीजेपी रे कांग्रेस रु इंडिया पागला पागला भलिया हेकरी पागला हला महेश्वर महांती तार सब पावर तक नहीं चली गला तू कौन एमती का करूछु तो लोक माने देखा ता लोक मान को महेश्वर महांती किसी तो काम कलानी कंप्लेन कले जमती महेश्वर महांती टेक कला से लोक गुड़ा महेश्वर महांती रही गले ता लोक गुड़ा महेश्वर महांती रही गले ताको आ वोट देलेनी आ कोन से भी वार्ड मेंबर ठिया हले ता एरिया रे पाइबोनी एमती का काम करिछि जे से ता एरिया को जाउनी एइबा सब काम कला पर कोन करिवो मन मन भाबिला जे मु हेई गली आउ जो पिपुड़ी जमित का धूप दीप धूप खरा गुटले मो स्वर्ग तार कथार्थ भी से बेला हो गला ओ कि गर्व सब तक टका जो 36 लाख ना 35 लाख टका ताको देइथिले पार्टी तरफ आ सब एडु साडु कर जहाँ सगर करता सबू सब तक रखीदेला सान भाई की डाकी आला चार पकईक रखिला से गोटे गाड़ी करी गला गोटे गाड़ी रे प्रचार गोटे गाड़ी रे प्रचार अरे ताको आमे कहलु करे अरे तू से 35 लाख टका खर्च सेटा कर्मी मानकर जो पार्टी देछि तते 35 लाख टका सब बांटी दवा कथा कर्मी मानकू न कि तू तो तरफ ना तू सिथुर भी खाई दे हला ताको रखिदला इच्छा ताकि आमे कहलु देखा को 5 वर्ष थरे पैसा जो आसुची पार्टी पैसा कर्मी मानकू तू बांटी दवा कथा से पैसा ता बाद तो हाथ तू जब खर्च कलु तो कलु न कलु नहीं से 35 लाख टका बांटी दवा कथा से सब तक रखिदे हला 10,000 भोट पाइला गलानी तो गाँ को गाँ गलानी गला ब्रज त्रिपाठी से पावरफुल था 15 मान टिकट काटिकी सकर को देला तो घर साक्षी पड़ा साक्षी राजनीति आरंभ हो साक्षी बेलू तू सीटी जाई राजनीति करू से कहला जे ब्रज त्रिपाठी जो बाघ ता डैश रे टिक होइकरी से 12 हाथ देउछ माने मु भी 12 हाथ देई पड़ी तारी हवारे टिक होइकरी तार
विधायक अलग बीजेपी गोटे एजेंट दे पार्टी को
ये सही भाया ये भी एजेंट दे पाला सब तो पैसा पकईकी रखला ता साना भाई के डाके आलबेला भीतर सब तो पैसा चाबी देकी रखला गोटे गाड़ी रे बुलिला तार निज गाड़ी रे पुणी निज ड्राइवर और निज गाड़ी रे बुलिला निजर भविष्य खाईगला जो गाने ये तार करगला झियो हां काली जाइतलु करिक आसिलु बरिया 15 मिनिट रे एक्सटेंड तो पर्यंत 10 मिनिट लिस्ट बाहर काउंसलिंग हम पचारि फास्ट कौन पुरी जिला कितना पोस्ट अच्छे हम तुमको रूराल आमर से जोड़े अच्छे गोटे आम गाँ पाखे पाखापाखि ब्रह्मगिरी साक्षापाल ତାପରେ ବି ବହୁତ ପୁଅ ମାନେ ଚାହିଁବେ ଯେ କୋରାପୁଟ 20-25 ହଜାର କି ଆଉ 25,000 extra ଆଉ ଯିଏ ଅନୁବାଦ କରିବ 25,000 ପାଇବ ଏକା କଥା ବାଲିକୁ କାହିଁକି ଯିବି କାହିଁକି ହଁ କୋରାପୁଟ ନ ରହି 25,000 ଶିଖି ଦଉଛନ୍ତି ସବୁ ଔଷଧ ପଛ ଝିଅ ପାଇଁ ଜାଣି କରିଛି ଏବେ ବାଜେ ଝିଅ ବାଜେ କଣ ଭବିଷ୍ୟତ କରିବେ ଯୋଉ ରିପ୍ରେଜେଣ୍ଟେଟିଭ ତାକୁ ତ 20-30,000 ଟଙ୍କା ମାନେ ଯୋଉ ରେକମେଣ୍ଡ କରିବେ 30% ଏମାଉଣ୍ଟ ଦେଇଛି ଏବେ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ମେଡିକାଲ ଷ୍ଟୋର ସେ କହିବେ ଏଇ ମେଡିସିନ କରିବ 30% ଆମେ ଯାହା ପ୍ରତି ମାସ ସାର ଗୋଟେ ଅଛି ସେ ସବୁ ମାରିକିରି ଖାଇଛି ଆଉ ତାକୁ ରିପ୍ରେଜେଣ୍ଟେଟିଭ ଆମେ ସବୁ ଘରେ ପଇସା ଦେଇକି ଦୋକାନ ବାଲା ମେଡିସିନ ଦୋକାନ ବାଲା ଆପଣ ରେକମେଣ୍ଡ କରିବେ ମାନେ ମେଡିସିନରେ 30% ଡାକ୍ତର ମାନଙ୍କୁ ଦଉଛି ସେ ମେଡିସିନ ଦାମ କେତେ ଆମେ ତ 10% ଦଉଛୁ ହଁ ତ ଆପଣ 10 ନାହିଁ 15% ଆପଣ ଯଦି 2,50,000 ଆଣିବେ ଦୋକାନ କିନ୍ତୁ ଡାକ୍ତର ମାନଙ୍କୁ କଣ 30% ଦଉଛନ୍ତି ସବୁ ଦାମ କେତେ କମ ଝିଅ କହିଲା ଯେ ମେଡିସିନ ଷ୍ଟୋର ବାଲା ଆଣିକି ତାକୁ 30% ଦେଇ ତାର ଉପରେ ନଲା ନଲା ହେଇକି ସିଡିଏମକୁ ଯାଇକିରି ଯଦି କହିଥାନ୍ତା ପିଓଟା ବସିଲା ଛାଡ଼ିକିରି ଆସି ସାଙ୍ଗମାନେ ତାର ରହିଛନ୍ତି ସିଡିଏମକୁ ଯାଇକିରି ଆପ୍ଲିକେସନ ଦେଇଥିଲେ ସେ ପଠେଇ ଦେଇଥିଲେ 40-50,000 ଟଙ୍କା 60,000 ସିଏ ଯାଇକିରି କୋରାପୁଟ ଅଛି ଆହୁରି 20,000 ଟଙ୍କା 60-70,000 ପାଇଁ କୋରାପୁଟ ସେ ଆଡ କରୁଛି ତମର ଯୋଉଟା ଗେଷ୍ଟ ଫାକଲ୍ଟି ଦଉଛ ତାଙ୍କର ଆଡ ସିଏ ଯାଇକିରି ଯଦି କହିଥାନ୍ତା ଆପ୍ଲିକେସନ ଖାଲି ସିଡିଏମକୁ ଦେଇଦବ ମୁଁ ଇଏ ତାର ସାର୍ଟିଫିକେଟ ଦେଇଦେବି ସାଙ୍ଗେ ସାଙ୍ଗେ ଆପଏଣ୍ଟମେଣ୍ଟ ଦେଇଦବ ପ୍ରିନ୍ସିପାଲ ମିଳୁନାହାନ୍ତି ତୁ ଯା କୋଉଠି ଯିବୁ ତୁ ଏଇ ପୋଷ୍ଟ ଭାକାଣ୍ଟ ଅଛି ଏଠାକୁ ଯିବୁ ନା ହଁ ନା ମୁଁ ତ କୋରାପୁଟରୁ ଯାଇକି ସିଡିଏମକୁ ସେମାନେ ମିଟ୍ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ମାଲକାନଗିରି ପଠଉଛନ୍ତି ସେ ସବୁ ଖାଇ ଦଉଛନ୍ତି ଏଇ ସବୁ ହେରା ସେଟା ଆଉ କେହି ବେଶୀ କଣ ଇନକ୍ୱାରି ଫିନକ୍ୱାରି 30,000 ଟଙ୍କା ଏକୁ ଦଉଛି 42% DA କରିଦେଲା